What's up, guys? Phil Knight here with a market update for Ocean City, Maryland. Today is July the 7th. Currently, we have 1.51 months supply of inventory. What does that mean for you if you're a buyer or a seller? Sellers, you're able to list your property. We're selling properties faster than we're listing properties. So you're going to get a great sales price for your property. You're going to have activity as long as you price it with a little bit of juice. Can't think like we're in the pandemic price escalation still. So you kind of have to go in with a fair market price, and you're going to get top dollar still right now. So good thing for a seller. On the buyer side, you're looking at a little bit less competition than last year. So you might have to swallow the pill of paying the higher interest rate, but that's only going to be a temporary thing if you plan to possibly refinance when, the economists say that rate is potentially coming down end of year, early 2024. If that's the case, a lot of people are hedging on that, doing a conventional loan. You're paying that higher interest rate for the short term, but at least you're not paying way over the asking price with these escalations in cash and everything else that was going on during the, when everything was crazy during the pandemic pricing is what I call it. So, over the inventory from over the past year, our month-to-month supply has decreased by about 26%. And that just means that the market is tightening. Fewer homes available for the purchase as for a buyer. So as a seller, music to your ears, right? Buyers, don't be discouraged, though. It's still a great opportunity. You find more deals than you were finding last year. And a little bit less competition, as I touched on before. So moving on, we'll talk about the list to sold percentage. Currently, we're seeing strong percentages in Ocean City. 98.1% of that list price is what they're being ultimately sold for. So if you look at that, you're listing your property, you're almost getting your full asking price across the board. So it shows that there's a little bit of room for negotiation, but it also reflects that it's still a competitive market. So it's important to price your home with the basically appropriately to maximize your profit. And then on the buyer side, you're going to see a lot more negotiating than you were last year. So, good thing for both buyer and a seller. So next up, we'll talk about the median days on market. Currently in Ocean City, Maryland, we're spending about 19 days on the market. So less than 3 weeks, properties are getting sold. And if you were in the market last year or the year before in 2021, you know that this was a lower number, but still selling a home under a month is still, it still points that it's a good opportunity to get that price if you're a seller that you're looking for. So as buyers, just be prepared to act fast, make a competitive offer, secure the home, swallow that pill of paying the higher interest rate, but at least you're not paying out of pocket way over the asking price. If the rate ends up dropping and you refinance, you're not going to see that money that you would have spent on the escalation clause or going way over the asking price to win the contract. So that's the trade-off. You're actually going to end up in the long term paying less for the property. So it's not a bad time as a buyer to be in the market. So finally, we talk about numbers. Median sold price in Ocean City is currently $435,000. That represents the midpoint of homes sold in our area, regardless of the size or location. It's essential to remember that this is individual pricing based on factors such as location, condition, amenities. So obviously there's going to be a lot of variables in Ocean City, but your median price point, $435,000. That's out of all the properties that are currently listed. So basically that wraps up the market update, July 7th, 2023. I hope you found these insights helpful, informative. Whether you're looking in Ocean City, Maryland, or in Sussex County, Delaware, I'd be happy to lend you a hand and lend my expertise to you as well. As always, please remember, if you need a castle, call a night. I'll see you next time. Thanks, guys.